Hey everybody, you all recognize this, right? This, of course, is Rapture. This is where we came out of the adventure portal when 1.8 came out so many months ago. But I'm about to show you something new that we have built here at Rapture. Now, Creative Week is nearly over, and a great deal of what we lost in the rollback has been restored, as well as a couple new things. And one of those things is this. Yes, that's right, a gigantic square made of stone. I'm sure you've never seen one of those before. Well, here, let me show you what's up at the top of this. Go up the somewhat questionable ladder, and there we are. What is it, you ask? Well, as you can probably guess, it's a mob grinder, but it's not just any mob grinder. This is a high-altitude mob grinder. We are at 222 meters above bedrock, and as you can see, everything below us is pretty far away. So far away, in fact, that it's out of the mob spawn range. So every mob that can possibly spawn will have to spawn in a dark region somewhere up here. As it stands right now, there is no such region because we have the inside of the grinder lit. In fact, let's take a look at that. We have our maintenance hatchway here, so we'll go up in here, and the lights are on, so we're considering safety. 0 days since the last creeper explosion. And here you see it's a very standard mob grinder design. Nothing really fancy here. Got some signs on the edges just to thwart mob AI that might otherwise cause it to prefer not to step over the edge. 3x3 hole, no spider proofing. You'll notice we do allow spiders to spawn in here, and when you fall right down into here. This is the collection point, and to show you how this works, I'm going to turn off the lighting, and well, we'll just have to see what happens. Now, through the magic of editing, I will fast forward to the first mob drop. Well, never mind. There it is. That didn't take long at all. That one looked like it hurt, huh? Now you might wonder, why are we standing under a piece of glass? The answer is, I tested this out in survival mode, and it turns out that there is one type of mob that can actually injure you as it plummets to its death, and that is the spider. So this is the spider shield. Every once in a great while, a drop will land on top, but because the mobs are falling from the edges, they usually miss or just glance off of this. It's only the spiders that have really hit it head on, and you lose a trivial amount of string. There we go. Now you'll notice, though, that a lot of the loot is falling outside of where we can get at it. We can't have water bringing it to us, because if a mob lands in water, however shallow, there's a small probability that it will survive the drop. I'm sure you can guess by the pistons how we're going to deal with that problem. No, really. Wait for it. There we go. Now, a delay was actually a feature, not a bug, because, 5 minutes before anything despawns, you don't really need to be constantly pushing with the pistons, and it's kind of loud and annoying to have those pistons always going, so it only goes once every 30 seconds or so. So I started this out with an empty inventory, aside from a block of stone and a diamond sword, so let's speed things up here for about 3 or 4 minutes and see where we are at the end. Alright, so it's about 4 minutes into the future for me, and you can see in my inventory here what I've got. A little over half a stack bones, a little under half a stack everything else. Piston pusher's working great. Got a little bit of lossage over there, a little bit of lossage over there, some strings scattered about, and I guess you can't see what we got up there, but about 3, maybe 4 items total, probably. Not much. Most of it's in our inventory right where we want it. So let's turn these guys off. Turn the lights back on. Oh, that's so pretty. I love those lights. It's going to take a little while for the mob spawner to clear out, so let's go up and see what it looks like in here. Let's see, we got a bunch of mobs milling about smartly here. It's only 2 high, so there are never going to be any endermen. You probably have noticed that already. And, I don't know, I think the output's pretty impressive considering that we've just got 4 8x8 spawning pads here. Get in there, Mr. Creeper. Come on, you want to... there you go. So that's, 256 square meters of spawning area. That's not a lot, and yet it's enough to give us, a stack of everything in 10-15 minutes. So you'll notice, however, that there are a few limitations. For one thing, this cannot be used as an experience grinder. There's just no way to stop the mobs before they crater. That's kind of by design. If you want an experience grinder, there are a few others scattered around the server, and particular Sir Arrow's new everything farm at the old site of a Camillo's everything farm functions as a dual loot and experience grinder. And we've also got some special case zombie grinders and spider grinders and things like that in Midway and a few other places that I probably don't even know about. So this is just your standard loot grinder. The other caveat, of course, is that you have to go to Rapture, which there isn't a whole lot else at Rapture right now, but that's actually kind of why I did it here, because, it ought to be a destination where people actually have a reason to go, and maybe we can improve the area a little bit. I mean, we call it Rapture, but there's really nothing much underwater. It's just a couple corridors and not much else, so maybe we should focus on building up a little city around here. So yeah, and if you guys want to work on this, assuming you're watching this video before Creative Week is over, which is scheduled to be about Friday evening, you're welcome to just come and bang on this, make any changes you feel like, and otherwise, well, you're still welcome to come and make any changes, just don't die. Oh yeah, before I go, one last feature I want to tell you. There's a full-featured user manual for the mob grinder, so if you want to know how it works, or run into any trouble using it or anything like that, it should be in there somewhere. So with that, I'll leave you until next time. Thanks for watching.